Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroader. Today we're going to be hauling coal, but first we're taking a look at some copper ore. That's right, we got 50 tons of copper ore. One car, that's all they asked for. So I brought this one car up here and it's now been filled rather quickly, I might add. But we're just going to let it sit and hopefully tomorrow we'll get some more cars. And we'll be dealing with those cars with our new locomotive, which we're not going to use today, but I'll show it off. We got a little switcher, the 060. And if I just bring this up, it is the S1E19. And I went ahead and put Appalachia Copper Company on it because it's pretty much going to live down here. It's got fairly good range for a switcher, but I don't want to be running it too far. So it's going to deal with the cars here and then probably take the copper ore up to Appalachia Junction and possibly do some swapping between the yard and the coal mine. At some point we'll see how long legs it's got with its tender. But it's going to sit down here and we're going to go deal with number 10. Let's hop up there. Number 10 is headed up to get her coal, and looks like my timing's just about right. We're going to take over here. We've got a lot of coal. 28 cars, I believe. Now, I don't know if we can get all of this in one go to Whittier or not, but we're going to try. We're going to find out. I think we can get it down off the mountain, and I think we can get it over to Bryson. I'm just not sure if we can get it up the, I think it's a 1% grade, the Governor's Island, and then past Ella. But we'll see how that goes. I don't know if it'll be enough horsepower here with the mighty Mikado or not. We'll give it a whirl. I'm going to switch that over to manual. He does have his light on. It's the evening time. Is it? Yeah, it's day 16 for those keeping track. And it's evening time. Getting ready to run the last passenger train of the day. Just keep on right on backing up in there. We're doing okay finance-wise. I did buy that engine, 8,730. A little bit of a chunk, but we've been making some decent money. Of course, once we drop these all off the interchange, that'll be a nice little chunk of money as well. Let's get back into these guys. And I'm going to go ahead and pop myself out right here. And I'm going to drive, although I may have Al take over once we get the cars all hooked up. There we go. Now these spawn in with all kinds of different air hose settings. So let's go get that sorted out. We need to flip the back end here. Yeah, before we tie in the last set here, or we'll be leaking air everywhere. No, it just needs to be, it doesn't need to be coupled, it just needs to be opened up. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's a bug. They do spawn in sometimes with weird angle cock settings. These, I must have missed one. They put a lot of handbrakes on, which is good, because this is a steep grade. Nope. Somehow missed that one. Alright, I don't think we'll have any trouble getting started downhill. Do about a 10-pound set and see. Does that stop us or does it just slow us down? So we look here, it's, yeah, 1.4%. It's pretty steep right here. Looks like that will stop us, so good to know. Up on this stirrup here. We're losing daylight. So quiet. We need some tires creaking and stuff like we get with Run 8. All right, now we're starting to pick up some speed, so get some air on. Yeah, I overdid it. I'm still learning. Get that next cut. So far, we're just using gravity. Okay, we're able to back up, so that's good. We'll see how we do once we couple all these on. Like she's stepping right out with this weight. We've got 723 tons already with just this first cut of 7 cars. So of course, that includes the loco and the tender, so 9 cars total. And 3 miles an hour, that sounds about right. Gradually slowing a bit, so I might put just a little more on. No, not more on. More on. It is working. This is going to be rough once we get the rest of these hooked up. There we go. Okie dokie. We're going to leave that until we know we have the air set up properly. So those guys are on somewhere back here. Yeah, here we go. Somewhere back here, these are not set right. So those are good. I like the fact that you can check them visually. Gotta love those little details in game. All right, now if we go down to the very end here. This looks quite funny because we're bouncing up and down. Got that close. Now we can go ahead and get air in the train. And our connection is not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. There it is. We'll go ahead and let that equalize out. And then we should have, looks like 3 handbrakes here. 1, 2, and 3. All right, beautiful. We've got full independent on. Let's go ahead and release the train brake. See how we do. Let the slack sort itself out. So now we're up to 1,475 tons. Can I back this up the mountain and get the rest of the cars? I don't know. That's a tall order, for sure. Grab a stirrup here. This might get exciting. I don't know if 10 pounds will hold it with this much weight. Yeah, we're already almost up to 5. Let's go ahead and do 10 pounds. 11. 10-ish. And we are starting to slow down, so that's good. Let's kind of keep our speed under control here. Yeah, I don't think I want all that weight on the locomotive brakes. That's probably a bad idea. Okay, brakes are taking hold. Hopefully I timed it right. Oh, shoot. I'm a knuckle off. Oh, bummer. Let me put the independent on. See if we can run in some slack. That make enough of a difference. Kind of looks like no. It's doing that weird bounce thing it does with the slack. They still haven't got that quite sorted out. Are you kidding me? Have to be past this tie or something? Well, luckily we have super fast air pumps. Okay. Can we back up? Let me get on this side. I can kind of see the curve of the train. Hopeful signal back there. All right, reverse. Air's coming off. And we're moving backwards. Impressive. 1,400 tons. And 1.3 and 1.4% grade. Nice job, Mighty Mikado. Or is it Mikado? I may have been saying it wrong. I've heard some people say Mikado. I was watching Spur Gaming play quite a bit the other day, and he was saying Mikado. So I don't know if it's a regional thing or if I've just been saying it wrong. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure there's lots of opinions out there. Also, go check out Spur Gaming if you haven't. You haven't checked him out before. Good chill guy, former conductor, I believe. So he's got some real-world railroad experience. I've enjoyed his Run 8 videos, and he does a lot of firefighter stuff as well. And then he got into Railroader, too. Okay. Really shouldn't ride there when you're coupling up. This looks like the only angle cock we got is back here on this end. So now we're up to 2,400 tons. Oh boy. I don't know if we're making her to Whittier or not. Let's see, where's the switch? The switch is down here. There we go. Let the air flow through, and then we got our 3 cars. 1, 2, and 3. All right, 2,400 tons. Let's hop in the cab. And let's head on down the mountain. 15 is the limit. I might, I was going to have Al do this, but I think maybe I'll do it. Well, I don't remember if I've got the switches down at the bottom of the hill set correctly. Are you going to stay there with just the engine holding you? Let's pretend like the answer to that question is yes. And let's go flying down here. All right, so we got you set. And we need you switched. And then we have you to switch. And then we're headed right on out to Bryson. This is a lot of trains, so let's just make sure we're set up everywhere. We should be good coming through Hemingway. Let's just double check that we're ready to roll right through Bryson. Bring her all the way home, if we can. Set up here. I may want to bring on water at Bryson. Yeah, we're set up to roll right through Bryson. I want a clear shot, especially if I'm running the train instead of Al. Let's just double check over here at Whittier. We're just gonna roll right through on the main line. Yeah, you're set up correctly. Hang on, everybody. Get rid of you. We're not running passengers right now. Line right down through here. You are all set. We're going to head right into the main track at the interchange. You're good, you're good, you're good. And you're good. So if I do have Al driving, I want him to stop down here. The switch is lined against him, so he should, in theory, stop. We'll have that one switched, and then you've got 2 flares out there, so if Al's driving, hopefully we can get stopped. But first order of business, let's get down off the mountain, shall we? $2,400 tons. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to take on water. It shouldn't be too bad getting to Bryson, because it's mostly downhill. I think we've got enough coal. Well, we just start shoveling from here. That'd be nice. we should be good on coal, but we'll see. We'll see how we're doing if we get to Bryson. We should get to Bryson. We can definitely take on water. We might want to take on some coal as well, because it's going to be a slog fest, I think, getting up that grade. But it did give me encouragement that picking up that last cut, we were able to back up to like the 1.4% grade. So that gives me hope. We've definitely got some squealing cars here. As we ease off down the mountain. So we get up close to 15. I'm going to try about a 5-pound set. And we'll just see how that does. We might need to go deeper. She's holding at about 13.5. I'm going to call that good. It's starting to creep up a bit. Yeah, definitely starting to creep up. Let's to hit more of the grade. Let's go ahead and go 10 pounds deep. And we'll pop up, back up to the head of the train here. And blow my water out, blow that out. And we are definitely getting too much speed, so we're going to go another 10 pounds before this monster gets out of control. I think we need more brakes. Holy cow. Now, I may have went too deep. So we're just going to have to ride it out. At least till we get down a little less, because I don't want to just release and then not have enough air to get back into it. Or we have to apply the brakes again. We've got a long enough train now, 30 cars. You can kind of see the propagation of the air that slowly charges the brake line back up. There we go. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. We made it. Had to get me an F12 there real quick. All right, well, let's get this 40%-ish. Probably should have had them open. Let's get into it. Oh, this is a climb. I forgot this was a climb. Up to Appalachia. The new daily report is available. Oh, it's past 6 p.m., isn't it? So I should have had a little power on quicker. I forgot how much of a incline this was. Yeah, we're on 40%. Should be about right. Well, I guess if we can't get out of here, we won't make it through Governor's Island grade, will we? It's lessening up. Come on, Mighty Mikado, let's go. The Mighty Mike. Confident toots on the whistle there. I'm on bright, right? Yeah. She's feeling it. She's definitely feeling it. Oh boy. We are blowing through the water. I think once we get around this corner here, it's pretty much all downhill. So here's hoping. We need a water tap right in here somewhere. I guess we'd have to run down to Appalachia to get water. Oh man, yeah, we started with over 3,000 gallons. Yeah, we're picking up speed now. I'm gonna let Al take over. We'll see how we do. I think we have 25s. I'm gonna just keep him at 25. It doesn't waste any effort getting any faster. Now he's got her in 52 forward. Interesting. I wonder if that's a little more of a sweet spot when you're slower. I kind of assume the AI does the most efficient or best possible combination, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, we're lessening out on the grade now. The rest of it's... We're basically going to break the rest of the way to Bryson. Once we get through here. So I'm going to put a cut in here and we'll pick back up when we're tackling the grade or we're taking on water at Bryson. Watch the train roll by for just a second. She's a thirsty girl, so I did go ahead and stop here in Bryson, and I'm going to top off with water. I'm going to top off the bunker with coal, so we have the best chance of making it over to Whittier. And we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to get this filled up, hooked back up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, 2,427 tons with everything topped off. Let's hit it. Yeah, we'll put it at 30. About 30 max with this big old heavy train. Well, track speed 35. That might help us get up the grade. Yeah, let's just let it go track speed. Good luck, Al. Best of luck to you, buddy. There you go. I say you have to get some more regulator in there. He's getting it started easy. I like it. Whistling for the grade crossing. Good stuff. I kind of wish the mouse cursor would disappear after a while. I forget and leave it right in the middle of the screen sometimes. Trying to get all cinematic, and there's a giant mouse cursor in the middle. Alright, get her right on up to speed there, Al. Look at that. Like a boss. Wait, why can't I set the seat like a boss? There we go. Now we're on board. Alright, she's slowly coming up to speed. We're on, yeah, track speed 35. So I'll see you over there when we start hitting the grade, and we'll see how we do. So all we can hope for is we hit it hard and make it up over the grade. Starting to get in a little bit of grade here. Not terrible yet. We got up to about 23 miles an hour. That's about all we can do right now. I'll just open the map here real quick. I think it gets kind of steep right in here. So we'll kind of keep an eye on it. It's trying. Hoping someday we'll get some traffic. That'd be nice. Not necessary, but it'd be nice. There we go. Now we're hitting that 1%. We'll see how we do. It's really drawn down. At least we had 23 miles an hour to work with. That momentum is key when you got 2,400 tons. And I'm not 100% sure where the grade lets up. Maybe up here? You can't go very far out, unfortunately. Ooh, no, we still got a lot of grade here. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've got the Bryson switcher I could bring over and stick on the back. Give her a little nudge on the back end. It's not super powerful. It would be something. What's he doing with the regulator, I wonder? Yeah, 52% seems to be his spot for when he wants power. Yeah, we're down below the sound change speed now. I think we're still headed up. She's tapered off a bit. But most of the train is on that 1% right now. Get a screenshot here. Seconds before disaster. We've already burned up so much water. Almost a ton of coal. Alright, Mighty Mike. See what you got. We're gonna grind it out. Well, here's the Governor's Island passing sighting. We're still sort of hanging in there at 5 miles an hour. Once we get past the passing sighting up here, it levels off a bit. But I'm not sure we're going to make it that far. It's a slogfest right now. It's not looking good. Every chuff is like 2 or 3 gallons of water. I think we're gonna stall out. We just about made it. If we could have got the train around this corner, I think that's the worst of it. But I don't think we're gonna make it. Because we're down to half a mile an hour. I can literally walk this fast. Do 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 do. So we made it to about here. And then you get the weird slack physics stuff going on. Yeah, let's just let's kill that. I'm gonna set the independent, let all the slack hopefully work itself out. Doing weird stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and set the train brake so it'll stop doing weird stuff. Alright, I'm going to get the Bryson switcher on the back, and we'll see if we can get this thing moving. The other option is, actually, I could double. To Ella. Maybe that would make more sense, because we're almost there. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to split the train. So we got, well, here, let me just stop back in the cab. So I think we have 28 cars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So right back about here. I guess I could count, like, for real. Yeah, so this should be the middle right here. So let's set a handbrake, break the train apart. Gets us down to 1,200 tons. So we might be able to make it at like 2,000 tons, 1,800, somewhere in there. I think we'd be fine, but it was just a little too much. But this was also 2 days worth of cars. I'm not sure if I will do that every time. Because as I can see now, I can't make it with the train. So I did bump Robinson up to tier 5. So where's Robinson? There it is. So tomorrow it's going to be tier 5. So we'll see how many cars that is. It was around 13 to 15 at tier 4. So I'm thinking at tier 5 we can do 1 train daily. And it'd be, you know, something the Mighty Bike can handle. This was 2 days worth of cars, 28 cars. So that was more than it could handle. But anywho, I'm going to end the video here. I know I can make it now, splitting the train, no problem. That's just kind of a given. So I'll split the train over to Ella, get it reassembled, head it on over to the interchange. And then the next video will be another adventure. We'll see how it goes. One thing I was going to do, though, is bump up these guys. I had them at tier 1. Oh, I can't bump them up yet. Interesting. So I must have to process them a time or two to get the reputation up. So once the copper company lets us, we'll be increasing that because I got one car between 2 tracks. So we'll see what we get tomorrow. But anyway, thanks as always for hanging out, folks. Sun is going down, and I'm out of here. Take care. Bye-bye.